Well, hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. Today, as far as supersizing your business goes, I wanted to chat a little bit about your core problem. Now, I personally want to ask, what's your core problem in supersizing your business? But that's not what this is about today. What I want you to think about, and the question somebody recently asked me, one of my mentors, was, what is the core problem that you solve for your customers? What do you do for your customers that they really, really need or want taken care of for them? What result is it that you're selling them? And in order to sell them the result, you have to understand and know the problem that they have, the core problem that they have that you're solving, that you're providing a solution for. I remember back in, the late 80s, actually could have been the mid 80s, in one of my first jobs, making toilet paper, if you can imagine that. We actually had a consultant that came in and worked with our leadership team to discuss this very thing. Now, he didn't say, what's your core problem that you solve? He asked, what's the real purpose of the product that you're making? And I was in the toilet paper division back then. And we sat down as a leadership team and we answered this question and we dug down deep to figure out, okay, what is the problem that we solve? And, we brainstormed it because I've loved brainstorming forever. And that's probably where I got my love of brainstorming, was that very first job out of college. But we started brainstorming and we came up with all of the things you would think of that come up when you first brainstorm and talk about your product or service. And what we dug deeper down to discovering was that the real problem that toilet paper solves for people is hand protection. It protects our hands from getting you-know-what on it. And that's really, really important. Now, the example that the facilitator had given us was, okay, say that you're selling a drill. So we first did this exercise for a drill. Now, we listed out, like everybody else I'm sure does, and that's why he had us do this exercise, all of the features and benefits of a drill. But he led us through discussion and questions. Okay, are you really selling the drill to your customers, or which you are selling them the drill, but what is the problem that the drill solves for people? Well, they want a hole. They need a hole in something to either attach something or to access something or to put a pipe through, or for whatever reason, it's the hole that they really need. It's the result that they need. It's not the drill per se. But in all of our businesses, we are selling the result, the tool that they need to get the result that they want. So we need to know what's the result they want, what's the problem they have that's preventing them from getting the result they want, and how are we, with our products or services, addressing that. So we're featuring and talking about and describing the result that they want, usually from an emotional standpoint, in order to sell them our solution to the problem. This works for all of our businesses, all of our services. It even works if we're an employee. As a quality manager, my job, my core problem that I solved was to identify the root cause of a situation or a defect or whatever, and put systems and procedures in place to ensure that would never happen again. Now, we like to preemptively strike and find the possible things that could go wrong and put systems and procedures in place to prevent them. But the world is full of infinite possibilities, and the possibility of us coming up with and identifying everything that could happen in any company I ever worked for, big or small, was, pretty much impossible. So it was a matter of fixing things more after the fact. Even if you're a service provider, like a coach, ask yourself, what is the core problem that I solve? Because you might be a generalist and you might want to solve everybody's problems, but the truth is you're really, really good at certain aspects of the work that you do. We all are. So in my coaching practice, for example, I'm really good at, again, identifying the problem or the obstacle, the core thing that needs to be fixed to remove a block so that the person that I'm working with can go to the next level, whatever that is for them. Now, so what do? I identify problems. I am like a problem metal detector. I'm a problem detector, and that's what I do. The core problem I solve for people is identifying what their core problem, their root cause problem is that's preventing them from moving from where they are now to where they want to be. Just getting that unblocked so they can get to the next step. That sounds really vague, but it works for me. And asking myself, what is the core problem that I solve for people, helps to bring me clarity. And the more clarity I have, as to what I can do for people, what problem I solve, what result they want and I'm trying to get, the more accurately I can identify that for people and identify the people that I can best serve and work with to supersize and grow my business. Everything comes back to supersizing and growing my business, right? In the best, most efficient possible way. So ask yourself today, if you really want to get clarity and get to the next level in your business, ask yourself today, what is the core problem that my product or service solves for my customer, my ideal customer? Write that down and start thinking about that and thinking about, okay, here's the result they want. Here's the core problem that I think they have. And if you don't know, ask them and keep asking yourself on a continuous basis, how can I better solve this core problem for them? What products and services can I offer my customers to solve this problem and get them the result that they want? That's it. Go out, make it an awesome day. Continue to use that hand protection and we'll talk soon. Bye.